Hello students, today we discuss chapter 8, that is Python programming language. Okay, next very important bitwise operator, because what the how the bitwise operator is do, it is a quite interesting thing. When we use bitwise operator with the numbers, the number is converted into the bits. Okay, it is very important. We write how to write the bitwise operator. It is converted into the bit means what? 1 and 0. For example, like my number a equal to 60, so how it will write in bits. So in a bit it will write as a 00 11 11 00. Okay, so my number a equal to 60, so in a binary form it is write as a 00 11 11 00. Clear? Same way you need to find the what is the value b equal to 30 then. Next, various bitwise operator like binary AND, binary OR, binary XOR, binary left shift, binary right shift. So various type of bitwise operator in our Python syllabus. Next, membership operator. Okay, this is like same way interesting. This gives the result based on the variables present in the specified sequence or string. What the membership operator will do, whether the for example, there is a long sequence or long data is available, and if I want to find that whether the data is available on string or sequence or not, so for this I will use the membership operator. And there are two membership operator. One is in operator and another is a not in operator. So what in operator will do, it return the true if the element is present in the specific string or sequence, and not in operator what it will do, it return the true if the element is not present. So it is given the reverse form. Clear? In will show in a like true form, and not will give in the reverse form. So there are two type of operator use, that is in and not in. Now next is identify operator. What identify operator will do? To compare the memory location of the two objects. Okay, what exactly this will do? For example, my two variables are on the same location or same memory, and if I want to find that both the variables are on the same memory location or there or not, so this I can compare using identify operator, that is operator or is not operator. So what is operator will do, it will return the true if the two variables point the same object or same memory location. Okay, if what the identify operator will do, when my both the variables are on the same memory location, so it will return the true, otherwise it will return the false message. Now next is punctuators. So there are various these are the symbols that are used in Python programming language to organize the sentence structure. Like we have a single quotation, double quotation. Okay, these are the few assignments operator, dot, colon. This we will use in our programming language, and these are the special meaning. So these all are the punctuators we will use in Python. Now we will learn the basic program if and else. Okay, I have just write the value a equal to 10, b equal to 20. So this is just assigning value from like a right expression going to the left operand. Okay, so a become a 10 and b become a 20. Now I have used the binary operator, so c equal to a plus b. So now the value of the c become a 30. So whenever I print 30, the output will be show. Now our condition will check. If a is greater than b, condition is false, so it will go into the else command. It will print that the value of the b is greater. So output will be 30 and the value of the b is greater. Okay, here just note that after the if sign you need to use this colon, and after the else sign you need to use this colon. Now next is variable and assignments. So what is variables and what is how how to assign the values in the variables, you have already discussed, just I do the revision. In the Python you do not need to declare the variables. It is the most important thing is we do not need to declare the variables in as like in other programming language. Whenever we assign the value, system will automatically decide which value is assigned. Okay, the variable declaration happen automatically when you assign the value to the variable. So these are the like biggest advantage, benefits or features of the Python programming. Now dynamics typing. So what is meant by dynamics typing? Dynamics typing programming language in which variables are not defined before they are used. Okay, so we do not need to define a variables before use. And the most example is Python. And what is static typing? Static typing means we need to define the variable before use in the program. And the examples are C and C++. Now multiple assignments. So Python allows you to assign a single value to the several variables simultaneously. For example, a equal to b equal to 2. So the value of the 2 is assigned to the variables a as well as variables b. So this way we can use the multiple assignments. Now simple input and output statement. Okay, now we will learn how to use input and output statement. So Python provides inbuilt keywords, that is input, for the input statements, and the function takes the value from the keyboards. Like we will enter the value from the keyboards, whatever we write, it return in the string form. Very important, whatever I write, if I write the number, then also Python is considered as a string. I will just give an example. Here I use the input function. Here I write the enter the name. Now name is going in the name variables. Whenever I print a name, so whatever I write through the keyword, it will display. Same way, if I want to enter the admission number, so for that I have used the input keyword. Then after I have this, I need to convert in the integer. Why I need to convert? Because by default Python is written in the string form. So I need to convert in the integer, and then after I will take this value in the admission number. So whenever I print admission number, so system is considered as a integer. Now next is output statement. What is meant by output statement? To display a result or an output in the Python. Okay, if I want to display the result, then I can use the print function. For example, print, this is the first /t line. So how the system is working, this is the first, this will print, then after /t. So /t is a special meaning for this, that is this coming to the new line and print the line. So this way we can use the output function. Now this is the last and most important topic is standard data type. There are various inbuilt standard data type in Python. So what is data type? Data type represent the type of the data stored into the variables or memory. Okay, data type represent which type of data we will store in a variables or memory. So data type which are already available in Python language is called inbuilt data types. So there are various inbuilt data types in Python: numeric, string, list, tuple and dictionary. So I think everyone aware about what is numeric and string. Okay, now a few examples I have given here regarding special meaning for the string operators. Like when we use plus sign, then this is considered as a concatenation. So what is meant by concatenation? For example, my value of a equal to hello and value of b equal to Python. Okay, so both are the string, and whenever I use plus sign between these two string, then it will concatenate these two strings. So a become a hello and b become Python. So concatenate means merge two strings. So the output will be hello Python. Okay, same way like multiple sign, that is a repetition. Okay, how the repetition will do? Like a into 2. So what is the value of a? A become a hello, so hello will print 2 times. If I write here multiply by 3, so it will hello will print 3 times. Okay, now hopefully everyone clear. Now next is slice. Slice means what? Gives the character from the given index. Okay, like a equal a, then after one, actually we will discuss this in our next what is list. Then after you easily understand what is slice, how we will assign the range slice. Okay, we will discuss in operator, that is I think everyone know. What is in operator? It will check that whether the variable is exist or not. Okay, now h in a, what is the h? What is the value of a equal to hello. So yes, of course h is available, so will give 1. Okay, it return true if the character exists in the given string. Same way m not in a, yes, m not in a, so condition is again true, so it will return the 1. So hopefully everyone understand what is mean by concatenation, repetitions, in operator and not in. Okay, now we will discuss this too later on. Now list data type. We have already discussed numerical data type and string data type. Now we are talking about list data type. What is list? List represents a group of element with a different data types. Okay, here I will use the group of element. Group of element means it is not necessary it is an integer type of group or string type of group. We can combine the both type of group. Clear? That is reason I have written here that is a different data type. Different data type means it is a integer type, float type or string type. So lists are represented using the square bracket. So whenever I write the list, so I can write between this square bracket, and elements are written in this square bracket. Like for example, you can see that L equal to 10 minus 15 amai. So here these are the example of list. I've used the integer, I've used the string. In the next chapter we will discuss how to use list in our programming language. Now next is tuple. So what is tuple? Tuple is same as a list. The difference between the two is that we cannot change the elements of the tuple once it is assigned, whereas in the list elements can be changed. Okay, once we assign the value in the list, then after later on during the program we can change the value, but in a tuple we cannot change the value once the assign. Clear? And the second difference is to create a tuple, simple put a different value separated by commas. Okay, so we are using this sign whenever in a list we are using curly brackets, square bracket, sorry, we are using square bracket, here we use round bracket. Clear? Otherwise both are same. Now last point is dictionary. So what is dictionary? Dictionary is an unordered collection of items arranged in the form of keys and value pair. So dictionary is an unordered collection of items. We can what is meant by unordered? Unordered means like if I write first, so it will save first in my memory, but not like this way. It is a randomly it will save in my memory. Clear? And it is a store in the form of key and value. Clear? This is something new. It is so mandatory to specify the key and value. So dictionary is created by simply placing item inside the curly bracket. So in a dictionary we use the curly bracket. Here I give some examples like name, then after, so if the string, then must be right in the quotation. Then after, this is my key and value. So what is the value? Name, in which I have write the Priya. ID, in which I have write the 1001. Clear? So this is key is my ID and value is a 1001. So I need to separate with a comma. So hopefully everyone understand what is a list, what is tuple, and what is a dictionary data type.